this is just a clear area, and it should be nice and easy. Oh! What kind of a fake out was that? No. I'm already busy in here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys get this, but I've had it a few times. So these zombies do this whole like fake out bullshit. Specifically, there's one guy in I think a yellow shirt does it the most, or at least he does it the most to me. And it's a nightmare because you're like, oh sweet, I shot him. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, geez, that was quick. That was like what, one shot, two shots, and then yeah, turn around and they're running at me. I actually don't mind the design of the hazmat people. I actually find them probably the most interesting of everybody. So early on in this game, while I didn't have my own base yet, I pretty much lived off. I will take that. Oh, give me my coins. I need the peas. I pretty much lived off anything that was lootable in the sense of like drinks and food and stuff like that. Like that's basically how I survived for a long while. I don't need to take home sand. You can just put all that in there. There we go. Might as well have vitamins. They do protect you from disease and stuff like that, so you might as well be walking around using them. I don't need leather or anything like that. I've skinned enough bears to have a good quantity of leather. Wait, that's unlocked. Jesus, mate. Sorry I walked in on you. No need to, like, you know, feel pissy about it. Alright, so I hear somebody pacing around outside. Now, the white tiles in here, they fall when you walk on them. So I'm just going to walk across one and look back. Because I have sneak, it doesn't go immediately. If I didn't have my sneak value, walking over it would be gone by the time I'm on the next tile. So you can walk over them and you can make it really hard for zombies to follow you. It also causes you to drop down into various parts of the store. Can be useful. Alright, so you're being so noisy out there. I'll tell you what though, if you have like a really high parkour, like I've got parkour, and this roof is really low, so you can't quite jump. So this gets very difficult when you end up with like a 3 spot where you can't walk. Let's see. I'm just triggering them all because it doesn't really matter to me. Oh, green. No bird. My guns are seriously too OP for the zombies that I'm dealing with at this point in time. That should be it. Yeah, I've already cleared the area. And let's go. Oh, nearly lost it. I do occasionally lose one of those like reward boxes, you know. What the fuck? This guy just used the cactus in a whole new way. Okay, so I've got to go back to Trader. That's fine. I'll probably take on a couple of his quests to see where it sends me. I wouldn't mind being out here. By the way, I had the green dye on my bike once. Every time it's like this, I legit thought I could put it down, and no, you can't. Hey, Phoenix. I was talking about my bike. I wasn't talking about you. He stopped moving for a second there. He thought that I was telling him that he couldn't, like, sit somewhere. Let's get back over here. Yeah, so I was originally going to consider doing some Greenland quests, but I already got some of those up. And I don't want everywhere to be like, you know, tier 2, 3, up to 5 kind of thing. I kind of just want to be able to roam around and freely, like, pick up quests. Alright, back here with a bird and a zombie. There we go. I also don't need to zoom most of the time. I just do. I've noticed it over the past month or so that I have like a really bad habit for not just zooming, but also reloading excessively. I also don't think I checked that vending machine before I left last time.
How goes it? You've made my day.
Okay, so what's your most
Here is your
expensive? That's
payment.
30, 50, 100. Okay. So grab that and that. They're basically all the same. So let's sell you. Get out of my inventory. Will you buy paper? No? I don't really need to be walking around with cornmeal, honestly. Right, let me
It's
just
been
take
a
a quick
real
look.
pleasure.
I
You
bought
watch
some stuff,
yourself
but I
out
also
there.
got some stuff. So I think I kind of got that as a reward. I'll keep these. I'll sell that. And the rest of you should just go straight in. Actually, give me that. And that can go out there. Alright, that's a little bit better. And I think I was trying to sell that. Or you just not stacking properly. That's probably it. Alright. That's like how I just leave like a stack of stuff on his inventory. Like, it's cool,
Y'all
mate.
come back now.
It'll disappear in a few minutes. Let's see. I could do a buried supplies.
Do you
Get a
think
lot
you
of
can
sand
help?
out here.
Thank you. I bet you wouldn't do this for just anyone in the wasteland.
Let's see. I was going to check out the vending machine because I don't think I saw this one. Or did I? I got salmon and stuff. I always like picking up that. Yeah, so his buried supplies is down this way, and I probably don't need to put the thing on because it's actually close enough. I will grab my bike. Yeah, so I know it's silly, but like I enjoy like even the buried supply quests when I've got a shovel and stuff like that. As long as it's not one where it breaks or does something stupid like, you know, it breaks and I don't have pipes to fix it and stuff, then that's frustrating. I will actually dig out a hole with like a machete or a hunting knife or something like that. Like, I'm not opposed to it. Is this going to legitimately be in the center of the road? Are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it is to dig through bitumen? Alright, give me this. It's about to get interesting because I'm not digging that part. I'll dig over here and I'll dig under it. Let's get in here. You can only go in anyway, so I'll just go down a little bit lower. Oh, that's rock. Come on, get out of the way. If you crouch down, it's a little bit easier. This is all bitumen. I heard the zombies, by the way. I just don't care. There we go. Alright. So where'd the thing go? Just absolutely disappeared. Sounds like metal. Widen this a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up and see where this circle is because it looks like it's that way. Oh, it's right there. Alright. I always forget about this. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm actually surprised it's just floating there. Okay. Yeah, no, I've already done that. I'll just wait down here. It'd be so much easier if you guys come to me. Don't dig, you pricks. I dug from over there for a reason. Oh, I've got a second. Let's see. I'll use topsoil recipe. Yeah. Just use all the clay I've got and we'll see how far that goes. Ah, that was one more. Is that it? Nope. Some bastard's digging. I'm over here, you idiot. No. Alright. So, oh, that's steel. Okay, so let's turn on a light. This is actually a steel mine in under here. That's pretty cool. However, I don't kind of mess with the roads, so I'm just going to repair that back. I honestly don't know anybody else that would bother doing this, but I'm not a big fan of driving over something and having the land collapse. I normally only like fix up the top square for this. Let's see, get a couple more in here. I think, no, we're still kind of under the road up until about this point, eh? Let's see if we can make some more. Nope. Alright, Give me a sec. I've got to tunnel out anyway. Alright, I am getting a little bit of clay from here. Alright. So I should have enough now. Dip back down in here. Yeah. I'm also using topsoil. I don't have to. I could just use regular. But what it does is it matches it to the color of the biome that you're in. And where am I? Oh, I'm on the edge. Can I get out? Yep. Whoop. This is where that zombie dug that hole. Righto. Let's get that fixed up. And then I'll fix up that last little bit in here. Okay, nearly done. Yep. Well, if I've got more, I'll put more down. But apart from that, it's pretty good. So we'll just put that. That'll do it. So I did end up digging a hole, obviously, but I didn't leave a detrimental chasm underneath the road. I'm just not a big fan of driving around and ending up, you know, in a ditch somewhere. I kind of want to read those, but I know they'll sell all right. Let's grab my bike. And I'm kind of, at the moment, honestly, not quite halfway, but I do want to kind of accept the quest from the other guy too. Kind of want to be crisscrossing back and forth, you know? Yeah, so I've looked at like these big like green like milling places before for bases and stuff because like it's big enough. It's just that, you know, it requires like a lot of gutting and kind of repurposing of space. I have considered actually just like building up the underside to be like super solid and not used. That way nothing can spawn down there and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of like using up space as much as possible. I also considered that in the future, for future servers and stuff like that, if my server mates do want to actually have the same base as me, it might be best that we have our own levels and have our own like workbenches and stuff like that in our rooms. That way nobody's like, you know, stressing about whether or not they've got access to something when they're online.
If you are here to buy, I've got the best selection of medicine in the wasteland.
Let's sell you. And you won't buy that. You might buy that.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So,
Come again.
what are you doing in the doorway? Alright, let me just sell a couple of things. Also coming up to nighttime too. I'll keep the rations. Yeah. Okay. Anything that can go in there will stack. Just put a little ball of clay. Might as well. So, you. That won't sell as well. Alright. And I already checked
Alrighty
your
then.
books.
Stay safe out there.
You've got fetch quests. Okay. So
You know?
yeah, that'll be alright.
Do hurry.
100 meters
I have a
west.
protection payment coming up soon.
It's on the way. Righto. It's also almost coming up to night time, so I'll do this fetch quest. Also, I forgot to check if you had rations. I saw one of them had rations, and I need to remember to buy that. They go into a lot more meals than I thought they did. By the way, if you ever collect chicken rations, you might as well just eat them. Because they don't actually go into recipes, but they are fantastic at keeping you fed. So we ended up, at one point, we ended up having a box of, like, you could just eat this. Like, it was no detriment to any recipes or anything. And that actually worked out pretty well. Didn't matter if it was a can or some miscellaneous food item or whatever. It was just, this is a box where you're safe to open up and eat anything inside. I know this place so well. Always check the mailbox first. Accept the quest. Check the mailbox again because it refills. And sometimes it's a really great way to get magazines and books and stuff. This shouldn't take too much effort. It's a pretty easy place. said, I'm a little bit too overpowered for what I'm doing. Now, as a fetch quest, it's right there. I don't actually have to waste time going through the entire building. I'm just going to leave you in there. I don't need that. Alright. So that was done. No. Okay, so I know I'm closer to this guy. So, what's the time? 19. I might as well just head back to her and hand in that quest and then head off to the other one. Let's see what's available. They've got like a nighttime quest. I might just take it. I don't know if you get night quests in tier 1 actually. So I thought about once building like on this sort of square across from it. And I didn't know if there was ever going to be any quests, but I haven't seen any yet. I ended up building like across the road sideways to the trader, and I find no issue with that. I'm within distance to be able to hear when the opening
best
closes.
prices
You didn't
in the
think you had it in
wasteland.
you. Good job.
10 and 30. Grab you. And you. And what jobs you got? Clear zombies, fetch, all the things. Probably
We're
this fetch.
always. This is dangerous work, but you can handle it.
Alright. So they'll make me explore a little bit more, but that's not the one I'm going to focus on for the moment. I'm going to grab my bike, and I'm going to head back to this trader. Just try to get that handed in and grab another quest before it goes night time. I've got... It's not 1-to-1 minutes in this game. I think it's like... I don't know. I think it's 1.5 minutes is about an hour. I think. No, that can't possibly be right. I'm not sure. You could literally put a timer on once it clicks over to 21 and find out. Might have to do that sometime. It's been so long since I've set up this server that I literally can't remember how I set like the days and stuff. I'm pretty sure I've got them set as like long days or something. But it's still like the same time frame. It's just that I think one whole day in this game is an hour, roughly, for me. Or about that. There we go. Get off the bike. I've got to admit, that's... Fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. When you get off the bike, I really wish sometimes that it would pop you off on the side closest to the traders.
Hello,
I know that
traveler.
it doesn't actually matter. It will do its thing.
Well earned, traveler.
Alright, so we've
Well
got
earned.
80, 50, same one, 200, 100. Yeah, about probably you and you. Probably. I don't know. The antibiotics may have been dearer. I wasn't paying that much attention. Oh, I got a book I haven't read.
It's
Hold
been
up.
a real pleasure. You watch
that?
yourself out there.
Must have been the last book in that series. I don't need these. Or that. Alright,
Gratitude
just grab a
and
quick
safe
new
travels,
quest.
friend.
Yeah, just clear zombies. I could do a southwest fetch. That wouldn't be too bad. It is the furthest
I have
one
a
away.
task. Godspeed.
I try to grab ones that are really far away when it's nighttime. Let's head to that. Alright. So I've got 2 to do overnight, and that'll be alright. Out here's not too bad for feral sense, honestly. Try not to sneeze. Still trying not to sneeze. Let's see. Man, that is bright today. Oh. Yeah, I've been looking around at all these houses and stuff. Like, there's a house being built over there. I know, like, these trailers and stuff would make for an interesting shell of a building. I've also looked at, like, that green one I had that's a, what do you call it? Greenhouse? I don't really remember this building too well, but I'm pretty sure it's very small. that's right. This is the one where you have to go down the hole. Let's go. Alright, well, let's not go then. I'm gonna need my flashlight, eh? That was a hell of a delay. Alright. I was gonna say, I thought that might have been a zombie for a second there. Ah, there it is. That was finished. If I wanted to, I could turn around and probably make it back. Nah, I'll just finish the building. I'm sure there'll be good zombie stuff. Yeah, so you can get cement from this and you can get cobblestone for these. And I don't know why, but I just never knew that you could kind of like loot out a building before starting a quest and then hit the quest button and it would all reset. Okay. So, like I said, the quest is already done. I'm just touring it. I was hoping there might have been something else in here interesting. I kind of wish that I needed cement and cobblestone because I always want to dig them. Alright. There's actually quite a lot of loot. Okay, maybe a lot less loot than it looked like. I didn't want to reload, I wanted to open it. Oh yeah. Parts, huh? Alright, it's not tied to it. I was just using my chainsaw, so that's not the greatest. Oh. I'm doing that now. Oh, here comes the zombies. And that doesn't matter too much because I've got to go all the way over here. I wonder, this is a fetch quest. Does it go all the way over there? Probably. Let's see. Zombies in area kind of roughly know where I am. Sort of. It's not that dark out here. That's probably one of the best things the desert and the snow area have got going for them is that if you want somewhere that's got some solid visibility, definitely consider building out in either the desert or the snow. Even if it's nighttime, you'll be able to see reasonably well. See what I mean? It's so open and visible for ages. Alright. I'm curious what building this is going to be. I don't mind that a lot of the stuff out here is turned into farming stuff. It's just that there's not a lot of buildings out here that I would probably want to secure. Like I've secured the working stiff tools out here a couple of times, but it's got to be the right type of working stiff tools. It's one with like the area at the back that actually has resources and stuff. Oop. I wouldn't mind securing like a very large building and fortifying it. It's just that it's a lot of effort. It takes a very long time. Mind you, you get a hell of a lot of levels from just building. I don't know if many players actually are aware of that, but like you can get substantial leveling from just building something. This place. Oh, that's alright. I know this place. We were here just before. Pretty sure. Alright, well let's get this underway. Oh yeah. All the noise that I make is so gonna bring them. It looks like it's upstairs this time though. Also the doors and walls and stuff in this building are like pretty flimsy. Not going to take somebody very long to get through to me if they really want to. So I'm just going to shut all the doors as I pass through because it's just going to make it that much harder. Ah, there we go. I was going to say, I'm like, there's normally zombies in here. Okay. So also, for people that were like asking about where do you find clothes and stuff. This quest is fantastic for that because you'll get like some of the stuff is for colder areas, some of it's for warm, and you just kind of like, I guess the best way to look at it is if I pick up something on my own, I've got this parka, right? It shows you cold resistance versus heat resistance, so it's got really good strength against cold. So me being out in the snow, that's really useful. And same with this hooded sweatshirt underneath it. So that combined is giving me like a pretty solid body temperature, regardless of how cold an area might be. It was also why I was looking for a singlet for out here, but it turns out I don't need it because what I have got is a cooling mesh mod. If it will let me click on it. No. Basically what the cooling mesh mod does, it kind of like keeps you cool in like hotter areas. Yeah, so the idea is that you don't get as hot as fast. Alright. Well, I still need to find the supplies, and it's supposed to be up here. There. Wow, right at the very end. Cheeky. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure... I thought for a moment that might have been the place that had like the really big amount of loot at the top of the building, but I don't actually think that's the case. Well, they all calmed down. Interesting. I should just loot some of the other houses that are in this area while I'm here. It's not like... It is not like this area is hard to deal with. Also, the idea of coming up out of the roof is you're actually supposed to jump into that at the end, and the idea is there's loot in there. It's like final area loot. But I did not. There could be pigs and zombies and all sorts of stuff in here. Just give them a second. Alright, well, they're not coming through, so that's fine. Alright, let's go upstairs. Oops, fine. Okay, so I can scrap. Let's see, yeah, right button. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Get out of my inventory, eat that. I'm not taking coffee with me. Keep eating that. I don't need to take sand with me. I think I had a small stack of sand, but I'm not that worried about it. Let's go upstairs. Hello. A little twitchy. I should still go back into the place that I was just in before, actually. Have you got eggs? Yeah, you do. Alright. I'm pretty much always keen to pick up and carry eggs around. Mate, I will fucking shoot you. Alright. I must admit, the other benefit to not having, like, mechanical tools such as an auger or a chainsaw is you don't attract as many zombies at night. I don't have a lot of space, so I'm just going to read the list. You'll notice you get XP for that as well, so it can be worth it if you just need like an extra level. Steel boots. I have normal military boots, and I think that they're like the highest light armor you can get. So compared to this, they're does not compare included mod values. It's okay. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that this, whatever I'm highlighting over, is better than it by that much, but it increases the noise, so I'd need the mod connectors, and decreases the mobility. I know it's not as bad mobility. It's still just a negative. And stamina.